Hello and welcome to Premier League Pitchside with Gunners Louis himself. Ah, what a weekend of football. Obviously, my eyes were on the Spurs-Burnley game. To me, I think it was typical Spurs. I mean, they're a droll, dull team to watch under Conte. Maybe when he gets some summer signings, he can spruce it up a bit, but they barely got through the match with a very controversial penalty, dispatched by Kane emphatically, but still nervy from Spurs and not convincing. For me, Spurs have two world-class players, Son and Kane, and players on the fringe. But what does that say about Arsenal if we are behind that team? Now, look. Now, this goes back to the Arsene Wenger days for me. When Thierry Henry left the club, we're in the Champions League final in 2006. We lost to Barcelona. Barca wanted him. He refused to go the following season. So 2-6, 2-7, he refused to go. But 2-7, 2-8, he went. Now that is the season I believe Arsene Wenger should have gone with him. I do. And let new managers come in and restructure and do it their way. But instead, no, Wenger stayed another decade. Had one, he made one big signing of Ozil, and the whole fan base went mental, mate, over one signing, because we'd been starved as a club. Everyone blamed the Cronkies. Yeah, they're their part to play. But they didn't have full ownership till 2018. And Ozil was signed way before that. So, to me, it seems like the Cronkies are slowly getting their checkbook out. We will see this summer. I've just been sat here thinking, are we actually ready for Champions League? Are we ready? Tottenham certainly are not. They are not ready, mate. I don't care, with Conte, with new players. I don't think Tottenham are ready. Neither are Arsenal. So whoever gets it are going to go into it unprepared. But it's the prestige and it's the money you get for getting in there, isn't it? And it's getting that bragging rights. Well, fair enough. But for me, Arsenal shouldn't be in this position. Palace result, I think losing at Palace is no disgrace. Tottenham lost to Palace 3-0. It was the manner of defeat. It was a crucifying 3-0. But then to lose at home to Brighton in the way we did, and then playing Xhaka, oh my God. He's thinking of doing the same tonight, playing Xhaka in defence. I think that's what he did against Brighton. And Brighton dominated us in the midfield. They got that Trossard who got the goal. Who also scored the winner at Spurs a week later. He's a good little player, mate. He's a player that I would buy and bring into the squad. And say, look, you will play, but you're a squad player. I reckon it cost around 30 million. A player I would like to see is Yves Bissouma. He's a beast, mate. Man U are going to get him. Chelsea are going to get him. One of the big boys are going to get Yves Bissouma, mate. He is that good. And I just don't get why Mikel Arteta won't sign him up. Why? It's mad. You tell me your thoughts on Yves Bissouma. Come on. the guy, he's an Arsenal fan. He's an absolute monster. Anyway, you know, he's certainly a good debutant for Partey. And rotation-wise, he would be excellent. Liverpool will probably get him, to be honest. So someone like that. Anyway, tonight's game, I don't really know what to say. Both sides have injuries. I think Callum Wilson's a doubt. Obviously, Trippier's out. And a few other players. Arsenal have more bigger injuries. In our centre-back partnership, Gabriel and White seem to be out. White's definitely, I mean, he was a major doubt for the North London derby, but had to come on really because of Holding's ridiculous red card, his own fault. But Son should have been sent off as well for the elbow, but it's history now. I'm not one to go over it. This game's done. But it's put us in this predicament, you know. I just want to see at full time an Arsenal victory and the look. I'd love a fan, a secret camera in Conte's home and Kane's home and all their players home. Oh, fuck. That's what I want. Because that will worry them big time. It doesn't guarantee, because Everton lost yesterday. So Everton aren't mathematically safe yet. I still think Everton will stay up. I don't know how many games they got. I think they got 2, so they've got to win the next game or win at Arsenal. So if Arsenal lose tonight or draw, then really, unless it's a major catastrophe at Carrow Road. You know what, Norwich, I mean, they can win in the Premier League. It's the last day of the season. They're gonna go on a high. They got that Timo Pukki who can find the back of the net. I personally think he could play for a better Premier League team. He's definitely got talent. But, you know, Spurs will be throwing the kitchen sink at them, mate. They need to win. And at the end of the day, it comes down to Arsenal. Now, I'm going to take the shades off. I predicted a 2-1 Arsenal when really in my heart of hearts, I knew we weren't going to win the match. You know, I was thinking more like draw, but I also was thinking Spurs would probably win the game. But this one's different. I think Newcastle will have a right go at us. And that's where the defensive issues. I think Tomiyasu's going to play centre-back tonight. So you'll see his versatility. Cedric, Tavares, I don't know who comes in against next. That's what I'm saying, Granit Xhaka and all that. I do not want to see Sambi Lokonga in the starting lineup, mate. I'm telling you now. I'd rather see ESR drop in there. I know he's a number 8. Surely he can do a job. Like a forward-thinking midfielder from that position. Surely he could do a job in that. Much better than Lokonga. Honestly, I think Arteta's going to have to really think this one through and earn his money. I'm gonna make another video on the 10 years of Wenger that I wanted him out. If he'd have left in '08, there'd be a statue outside the Emirates of him. But because he stayed on another 10 years and he's got us in this fucking mess we're in right now, where we've had to rebuild and rebuild. But you know what? If Arteta does fail and finish fifth, he fails. He's up against Conte, man. You know, whatever we think of the Spurs team, you know, they hammered us. They hammered a 10-man Arsenal team, but, you know, I just think that maybe it's not to be this season. Who knows? We beat Newcastle tonight, then I will be celebrating, mate. I'm going to do a watch along. It used to be my old political channel. It's got about 3,600 subscribers. So I can go live on that. I used to have over like 4,000 or 5,000 on there, but because I haven't put a video up for over a year and a half, they've sort of disappeared. A lot of them are Polish people and all sorts, so there's a right mixture on there. But it'd be nice for Arsenal fans to come over, and I'm not sure whether I should stick Arsenal in the title or not, because I'm going to be obviously covering a lot of watch-alongs. I think the channel's demonetized as well. But an AFTV just flashed up. I'm so nervous. Well, ain't we all? But I've been here before, mate. I've supported Arsenal 33 years. I've seen us win 5 league trophies, countless FA Cups, League Cups. Well, I don't think we've won the League Cup since '93, actually. We've done the double. FA Cup and League Cup. When we dropped Steve Morrow in the celebrations, he broke his arm. Anyway, and we went on to win the Cup Winners' Cup the year after in '94. So that was our last triumph in Europe. And just absolute failure by Wenger in Europe. That's another thing. I'm going to do a documentary, my own documentary on Arsene Wenger and the problems he has caused for Arsenal Football Club. Yes, he is a legend. Don't forget that in his own right. What he did at this football club will never be forgotten and should never be forgotten. The man is a legend for what he did, but he stayed 10 years past his sell-by date, mate. Anyway, this is why we are where we are. But can we pull a rabbit out of the hat tonight and beat Newcastle? Like I said, I'll go for a 1-0 or a 2-1. I think it'd be scrappy-ish game. I think if it's scrappy, it will suit Arsenal, especially in the box with Nketiah around. But I think if we can go up a goal up, we can keep the ball and we can frustrate Newcastle. We can shut their crowd up. That's Arsenal's best hope of winning the match. It really is. So, up the Gunners. It's shit or bust tonight, boys. Squeaky bum time.